Merry Christmas. I'm learning to wear wig. I'm beginning to love it. Anyway, as we are all in a festive season, some people may not be because they lost loved ones and one or two things or whatever is going on in your life in this time of the year. But we are celebrating an important season, which is the remembrance of the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. And so he's the reason for the season. And I'm just going to drop it on this video. I don't know if it's the right place, but I've been meaning to really do a video on this because this is something that I've seen in a few months in practice. I see this has come up so many times. And I've been reading a lot of articles, teenage mothers and teenage young fathers who were not prepared for what comes with having a baby, and they snap and they just throw the baby on the wall. You hear that this girl's boyfriend killed the baby was choked to death, the baby was shaking baby syndrome. You shook the baby until the brain became something else and the baby was brain dead, or the girl could not handle it and she killed the baby and stuff like that. Having a baby, it's a bittersweet experience. There's nothing as ecstatic and nothing as surreal out of this world for you to feel the baby growing inside of you and for you to just hold that little thing in your hand and watch it grow. But that's not all it takes. There's a whole lot when it comes to having a baby, and you have to be prepared both emotionally, financially, physically. You have to be prepared to have a baby. It takes a lot. They used to say it takes a village to raise a baby. Not these days anymore. You're on your own. It no longer takes a village to raise a baby. Once that baby comes, it becomes your responsibility. You're no longer going to be relying on an uncle or an auntie or a cousin on this to raise your baby. You're on your own. So be prepared, be ready. Don't let emotions get you into getting pregnant for a boy and you don't have a plan. How are you going to handle the baby? Some of you get pregnant, you don't have a place to stay. Your boyfriend doesn't have a place to stay and you get pregnant. How are you going to raise a baby? And I think the healthcare system of the government has failed, because if you have a teenager that comes to have a baby in the hospital, you need to make sure that the baby is going to a safe place. You don't just send the baby. This baby, it's you see how the stories and the percentages are every single day. Drugs, the baby involved, the baby was overdosed, the baby's bloodstream had, cocaine and all of this. Let me tell you, you have to be prepared before you have a baby. You have to be prepared. These are some truth. These are some parental classes that some of, not just teenagers having babies, but even adults. It's emotionally draining when you have a baby and you don't have nobody to help you. Postpartum depression is real. Your life is going to change. You're no longer going to be going to clubs, attending. Your life is going to be on hold. Because they're going to be inviting you somewhere. If you cannot take that baby, you're not going to be able to go. And you see so many teenagers are having babies, and then they realize that their life has changed. It's no longer what it used to be. Some of them abandon the baby in toilet. Some of you are dumping the baby. Some of you are killing the baby. Some of you are getting rid of the baby. Some of you are just, and you have blood in your hands. You have blood in your hands. You're a murderer. You kill a baby. You're a murderer. Better for you not to get pregnant. Don't get pregnant. Because you bring that baby and then you end up killing the baby. Then you're a murderer. Fathers, these young boys, if you get pregnant, you can't just abandon the girl with the baby and you leave. Let me tell you, your life is going to be on hold. There's this boy that was invited for a band tour and he could not go because of the baby. He killed the baby. He killed the baby. Know that your life is going to be on hold. Be prepared for a baby who cries all night. Sleepless nights, you're going to have them. Be prepared for that. Be prepared to change the baby when you don't like it, to feed the baby, because the baby schedule of getting hungry is not like yours. That baby practically is helpless and dependent on you. You can't strap the baby in a car seat and leave the baby for hours to go attend a party, to go smoke drugs, to go have sex. Don't get pregnant. Don't get pregnant. I don't know where humanity has gone. I read all the stories and it just kills me. All these babies going through all this torture before they die. Baby's brain, they'll just picking travel walk, boom. Don't have babies. Don't get pregnant if you cannot take care of them, because it takes a whole lot. It's sacrifice. Probably the first 5 years of your life will be on hold. Yes. Everywhere you go, you have to drag your baby with you. That should be something that a mother should be willing to do. There's nobody you're going to go dump your baby with so you can go attend a party. We don't have people anymore these days. Some of you leave your babies with your boyfriends and then you come back and the boy has killed the child. My dear sisters, I don't know what else to say about this. I'm in the process of writing an article. I want to gather data just to see how many of these incidences are happening. How many, so that people can be aware that it's going on and we need to take it seriously. Go away. Don't put your face in my video. We need to take this seriously. Like, I'm in the process. I'm doing the research and I'm gathering data and gathering the numbers, and maybe it will just be here in America because I can easily get access to data and what's going on, so it can be published so people can be aware. I read this every day. I see it every day. The anxiety and depression that some teenagers are having because they had babies who were not prepared. Nobody prepared them for what was ahead. Once you become a mother, once you become a mother, a lot of things are going to change. You're not going to... We don't have those grandmothers again these days where you just go and dump your baby. It's your responsibility. Whether you decide to have a baby at 16, 17, 20, it's going to be your responsibility. You're going to have to take care of that baby. Are you prepared? Think about it. As you move into a new year, you need to start making some serious decisions about your life. If you're not ready for that baby, don't get pregnant and then end up getting rid of the baby or killing the baby, and then you'll forever be a murderer that will hang on your head. Some people get into depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and we don't know what has happened. Don't get pregnant if you're not ready to take care of that baby. Like, seriously. I'm seriously pushing and advocating for classes, prenatal classes before you get pregnant. They should make it mandatory in schools to teach about the reality of bringing up a child. It's not as easy as we see. We need to give kudos to our parents, kudos to some of us that have done it till this time, because the number of women that are killing their babies these days, if we don't do something about it. Anyway, guys, enjoy your season. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year. All right. God bless you. And I don't mind fat though. I don't fine. But my enjoy for this season. Chop my cake, eat my good food, and then we'll go back to start dieting before the party starts. My party is on the way. Graduation party. Oh yeah. I'll get to lose this weight before that party. But for now, allow me enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. God bless you. Mr. Fortune, small, sharp thing. All right.